guys, welcome back to Top of the Morning. Again, you got me, Mr. UKISN. Actually, no, scratch that. Isaac. You got Miss Charlie here again.
We
Before
bet.
anybody says in the comments, wearing the same clothes. No, it's not that. It's the same day, right? We've just decided to break it down and offer 3 separate topics each day and give you guys the opportunity to actually decide which topic you would prefer to watch and listen to, as opposed to giving you a whole 1 hour depth podcast. And you may be interested in one part of the topic, but that topic is too far down the line and you're not aware. So I'm just considering you guys too. Yeah, cool. So we're getting into the next topic. I've got to talk about is Stefflon Don and this new banger,
Right.
Can't Let You Go.
Can't let you go.
First of all, the tune's a banger. Steph?
It's actually, I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a vibe. And I love the influence. Like I love hearing. I just love when I hear African and Caribbean songs together. It just makes me feel so good. So to hear it together.
I'm gonna say as it is, right? So I'm watching the video. I'm loving the tune.
Oh, I haven't seen the video. I need to watch that.
Yeah. So I'm in the comment section and I'm just seeing some kind of hate, if that's the right word, in the sense that obviously Stefflon Don being Caribbean, but for me, I would consider Steph African Caribbean anyway, just because of our history as a people. And she's obviously decided to make a song using yoruba, the Yoruba language, which I think was wicked. And people were referencing saying why is she begging it, or why did she do it? And I don't understand that at all. I don't get it, growing up as a young African and being around like a lot of Caribbean friends as well, we was always cussing each other. Let's not hide about the African versus Jamaica thing. Like, we already know that. That's right. But now we're in a generation and a time now where there are a lot of Caribbeans and Africans having children together. There's a lot of that. And I think that's good anyway. And then we're also like understanding culture. Yeah, well, do you know what I mean? But I find it strange that, for example, African artists can use the Caribbean slang and tones in their music, and it's wavy. Now we've got a Caribbean girl doing the African thing. In this instance, she chose to use the Yoruba language out of all the languages out there, which is still fine. And people got a problem with it. And it's like, why?
I wonder if those comments you read were actually from Yoruba Nigerian people. And I wonder if they're feeling appropriated. Is that the word?
Yeah, could be. Yeah. I don't see it like that, first of all. Let that be known. I don't see it as appropriation at all, but yeah, carry on. I don't see it as that at all.
Like we have artists, especially back in the day. I don't know if you remember, like, for example, Beyonce albums or even like some other artists, they would do like Hispanic versions of their songs, like Spanish, just to be inclusive. Do you remember that?
I remember those days. Michael Jackson did that a bit still.
Yeah, a couple of artists used to do stuff like that. And I feel like this is our own community. Like, yes, we have history, and yes, there is Caribbean history that is not African history, but they are descendants of Africa. And actually, who's to say that if Stefflon Don didn't look up her ancestry, that, or when they take blood these days and they can tell you where you're from, who's to say that when she does that she's not actually descendants of the Yoruba tribe? But
I mean, she's currently dating. She's currently dating Burna Boy.
She is, and we can't find out what tribe he's in. So if you know, let us know. Yeah. Like, he's Nigerian, but we don't know if he is, from the Yoruba tribe. It'd be interesting to find out, actually, because maybe he could have given her say this, say that. That would have been really cute, I think.
Exactly. I think I mean, rumor is they're not, but I'm not going to speculate into their own personal lives. As it stands, I know them to be dating, and I think it's a direct correlation to the fact that she's got a song where she's using Yoruba and she's been dating this guy that is from Nigeria. And I found that very good, that she embraced the culture, and I think she nailed it with the way she pronounced her words and everything. And I'm just a bit confused. People also let me know in the comments. Like I don't understand what the issue is, you know, because either way, a lot of people in the Caribbean are direct descendants of Africa, period. And I know some people may backlash at me for saying this, but I feel like Caribbean is African history anyway. Caribbean history is African history because the slaves or the people came directly from Africa, was put onto a boat and then was put onto the island. So how people can argue the case that it's not African history is beyond me, but that's a conversation for another day. Yeah.
I hear you, but okay, it's a conversation for another day, but I'm just going to quickly drop. I hear you, but then also there will be distinctive Caribbean history that is not aligning with African history. So for example, yes, we have history in Africa. We have history of kingdoms, of dynasties, of empires. We have histories of tribes. We have histories of movement in Africa. We have a whole history that was hidden from us, but we'll leave that alone. And there will be Caribbean history that is distinctive to the Caribbean, or that is distinctive to the Caribbean islands, or you know, whatever. So they will have their own history. Yeah, I agree, they will have their own history that they can distinctively call Caribbean, or they can distinctively call Jamaican, or you know, St. Lucian or whatever. But actually, I do hear what you're saying, like we all are descendants of Africa, and therefore you could argue we're African.
Yeah.
So
why are we beefing why are we beefing, or why are we putting a negative spin when now let's just say our brothers and sisters or descendants from the Caribbean are now being in tune with the Africanness and wanting to actually use some of the dialect? Like I thought that was powerful. Shout out to Steph for that. I thought that was powerful, man.
I love it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for every African, nor can I speak for every Nigerian as a mixed race woman. But at the same time, I do feel like there is still a divide issue, and I think it is like it is still to do with what happened in Africa, and as much as it may be subconscious, it's there. You know, like there is still a lot of history that we don't know, and there is still a lot of like of healing to be done in our communities. And I think it's one of those things that it's like we have to listen to why somebody feels that way and try to understand from their point of view, but then also try to explain to them that we shouldn't be divided. We should be together. Like, we are not a minority in our own countries. Maybe we are in Europe or in whatever, but actually we are a mass of people. We are a big mass of people, and together we can achieve. Divided, it's difficult. It's very difficult, you know. So I say, you know, for me personally, Caribbeans and Africans, it's been a nice journey to hear the music. It's been nice to hear the crossovers. It's been really nice, and actually I can appreciate that Steph is not Yoruba, she's Caribbean heritage. I get that, but I can also appreciate that she has done that crossover.
I think wicked.
And I mean, I'm not Yoruba, so maybe if she did it in Igbo, but I'd still feel the same way. I'd still feel like, okay, I like that she did that. Represent me, you know. But
I think it's a good lane as well for, like, for example, if you're from the Caribbean, right? But let's just say we've got a lot of children these days that, you know, will have a parent who's actually nowadays African, and then one of their parents is from the Caribbean. Like, I think that's a sick lane for like a lot of artists that are there, where they feel like, well, you know what, I can do a Yardie tune, or say Yardie tune, I can make a Caribbean tune, but then you know what, true, my dad is from, I don't know, Senegal, for example. I can slap that lyric in there too and use it. You know what I mean? It's there. That's a good. I think she's opened up a lane for a whole load of artists who are of, I hate to say like dual nationality in that sense, or dual heritage, because I just think it's one, but that can now do both. You know, I think that's it. And I just, you know,
I wonder. Oh, go on.
No, go on.
I wonder, like, for example, let's put it this way. So I was born and raised in England, and my father is Nigerian, Igbo tribe, and my mom is white British, but actually Irish. We're Irish descendants.
Mm.
So I wonder if specifically Nigerian people would have an issue with me coming out with music that was mixed, with English and
I don't think they would, because that's already out there now, the artist is in.
it is, but how she's gotten her backlash, I've always wondered, would I get the same backlash? Because I've never lived there. I'm not fluent in that language, but I'm learning. So it's like, so would they have an issue with, would people, let me know in the comments, would you think that was cultural appropriation? Like, what would you say? Because technically, as much as I am a direct descendant in terms of my dad was, yeah,
your dad's from the land itself,
directly came over, and then I was born here. So I'm what is it first generation, second generation? I don't know what they call it.
It depends on you, innit? If your dad wasn't born here, from your dad's side, you would be first generation.
So
but I don't know your lineage if your dad or family members have been here before and had children and whatnot. So.
No, straight just my dad.
Okay.
So it would be first generation. But then I've also had that worry, like, well, I know I'm mixed race. I know I'm not going to be seen as like equal to some other people, but that's a whole nother conversation
that's it. Yeah.
The main thing was on another day.
Well, we're going to unpack that.
I wonder if people would feel the same.
All right. Well, guys, leave your comments in there. Like, share, subscribe. We'll leave that Stefflon Don topic. Let us know what you think in the comments. Obviously, I'm always on Twitter, Isaac Semwenga. That's where I'm at. Miss Charlie on the Instagram.
Yeah, Miss Charlie.
Okay, cool.
One I, no E.
That's it. And guys, man, thanks for the love. Peace.
Peace.